again. Handsome Cochito. Welcome to my channel, Fisayo Adedipe TV. Thank you guys for, being there for me. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And we have a couple of news I'm going to talk about today, which is transfer news, basically. I have very, very exciting news to share. It's a domino concerning the transfer news that I can see from Spain right to England. According to my friend, Fabrizio Romano, is a domino, and this has been happening since Friday, Saturday, and it's almost a done deal now, almost completed now. So I'll dive right away into the news. And the news is about Julian Alvarez in Manchester City and Atlético Madrid. So he crashed out, Argentina crashed out from the Olympics. France actually beat them. So Alvarez is heading to Atlético Madrid as we speak. Everything is almost completed. Right now, he has already agreed personal terms with Diego Simeone's side. And in fact, Atlético Madrid has also, agreed a whooping sum. It is £64 million that has been agreed with Manchester City plus £70 million add-ons. So that's a total of £81 million. And they bought, Manchester City bought a player for like 40 million. So that's a very, very, very exceptionally good deal for Manchester City. I was baffled. I was wondering how they sold £50 million Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. And this is 81 million in total package. So that's good business for Manchester City. So Julian Alvarez will be heading to Atlético Madrid. Everything is almost completed right now as we speak. He's going to sign a 5-year contract, and he also has 100% image rights. So that's kudos to Julian Alvarez. I'm pained. I'm not happy because I think Chelsea owners should have gone for Alvarez, but because his salary won't be as much as the salary Osimhen wants to be getting. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll still go for Osimhen, fingers crossed. So Julian Alvarez to Atlético Madrid, almost done and dusted. The fine lines, the contract will sign very soon. The discussion is only right now concerning the personal terms, and Alvarez is even willing to go. So personal terms should never be an issue. So Julian Alvarez heading to Atlético Madrid. So once everything is signed, Manchester City will sanction his flight to go to Spain to do his medicals, and the contract will be finalized. Everything will be done and dusted. So that's a good one for Manchester City, good business, and good one also for the career of Julian Alvarez. He will no longer be competing with Erling Haaland. So another news in Spain, Barcelona also. I mentioned in my previous episode video that DANI OLMO wants to go to Barcelona. He has already agreed personal terms. So right now, as of last night, their sporting director, flew all the way to Germany, RB Leipzig, to have a discussion around how much they want to pay and the pay structure, the wages and everything, so that they will complete or conclude that conversation. Then the contract will be signed. DANI OLMO is open, is going already. So Deco right now as we speak is having a conversation with the directors of RB Leipzig to agree on a fee for this contract to be signed. So the structure also will be, talked about so that they will know how to, maneuver it, how to make the payments. And the payment package in total will worth over 60 million pounds. So it's a big one for RB Leipzig, and it's a big one also for DANI OLMO. So fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes from there. As we speak as well, Kido Ubi-Martin, if you remember, the young starlet from Arsenal, is heading now to Manchester United. As we speak, he's undergoing his medical checks. This will be the first part of his medicals. He's doing it right now, and all is set. Once he completes that, he will do the second one, and all will be set for him to sign his contract with Manchester United. So he will no longer be an Arsenal player, Chido Obi Martin. Please remember that name, Chido Obi Martin. This youngster is going to be a superstar in the nearest future. So we'll go over to Tottenham as well. Tottenham is exploring options on how they can sign Bournemouth striker Dominic Solanke. Dominic Solanke he really did very, very well last season. He scored a lot of goals, and he has, he's now ripe enough. He's currently in his prime. So Tottenham, they are trying to explore options on how they can sign this player to be their striker. He has a release clause already of £65 million. So it's going to be, a very, very big one for Tottenham. So Tottenham have held initial talks with Bournemouth. Bournemouth is not ready to even release or leave this player. So it's going to be a tough one before the end of the transfer window. But Tottenham has started that conversation to sign Dominic Solanke. So keep an eye on that, and we'll see how it goes before the end of the transfer window. And the last transfer news I would like to share is the first news I also mentioned, which is Chelsea. Chelsea is currently trying to sign SAMU OMORODION from Atlético Madrid. And this deal depends on the deal of Alvarez. Once Alvarez and Atlético have signed their contract, everything is done and dusted, they get their money, then they will now sell off SAMU OMORODION to Chelsea. SAMU OMORODION to Chelsea has already agreed personal terms. Chelsea are willing to pay £35 million for this player. He's a youngster. He has a contract of 7 years already. He's in front of him, and is valid till 2031. So we'll see how it goes from there. The discussion has been completed in terms of personal terms with Chelsea as we speak, and we're just waiting that Julian Alvarez and Atletico, sort out their personal terms. They sign the contract, and everything will now be settled concerning Chelsea and SAMU OMORODION, £35 million. Remember, Chelsea also are selling Conor Gallagher to Atlético Madrid for €40 million. So that means because last minute, because there was a deadline that Atletico gave Conor Gallagher to make a decision, he made that decision that is going to Atletico. So Chelsea is just waiting for them to conclude the Alvarez deal. And once that is done, they'll get a green light that Conor Gallagher can fly over to Spain, do his medicals, and be their player. So we get to sign to sell that player, get that amount. A fraction of it will be paid for SAMU OMORODION, and we'll still have a change. So it is good business if you look at it very well. And I wish Conor Gallagher all the best. He's leaving his boyhood club. I believe he's going to play very well for Atlético Madrid. And another news that I just confirmed and we're monitoring, the signing of SAMU OMORODION doesn't affect Victor Osimhen's case. Daniel Austin, a colleague, a friend, also mentioned David Austin mentioned that it doesn't affect it one bit, that once SAMU OMORODION is signed, Chelsea will now see how they can complete or look at the structure of Victor Osimhen's issue. Lukaku definitely has to go, and we're going to look at how Victor Osimhen can come to Chelsea. So I'm appealing to Victor Osimhen as well. We know that your salary is too high and everything. There should be some compromise, a bit of compromise. I'm not saying you should cut your whole salary, but there should be a compromise. Probably you should say, okay, you're coming on loan, but obligation to buy must be in that contract. That would be the best scenario for you. And Chelsea, pay him a good wage, because that will motivate him to compete with Erling Haaland. So we'll have the 3 strikers, Victor Osimhen, Gil, Jackson, and even SAMU OMORODION. Jackson will be playing by the left, competing with Raheem Sterling. Like I said earlier on, I hope Modric can go on loan and go and learn how to play football. So this is the news for today. I will still monitoring it, and any updates, I will share it consistently. Thank you for liking and sharing my YouTube channel. I still remain your boy, Alpha Leo, Handsome Kuchito. Till we meet again, have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you. Thanks. Cheers, guys. Bye.